Good evening from Toronto, Canada. It's Darren Dobson with the Cow Whisperer. He is been shoveling snow for 4 days since your
Hmm.
last thing. So 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 now he has to shovel more before his wife gets home. So he
Yes, exactly. Well, this
so
is it.
so
So,
I'll let you talk, and while you're talking, I'm gonna share it out with my
okay,
community.
can you do that? Okay. Shh, moo. This is what the cow whisperer starts with. So, just to let you know, these are the icicles on the side of the house. If you haven't seen them,
Holy
okay.
smokes.
And those icicles are huge, right? Here's some of the snow, but this is not all the snow. We had snow the same level and height as me, and I'm 6'3". Um, this is just after, and I've already cleared this car already. Uh, so this is a Canadian winter time. And if you're in the Philippines and you've never been in snow and stuff like that, I was thinking I could answer any questions you have about it and then go from there. So I'll show you around. I don't know how you're going to be able to see too much, but all I can say right now is that it's cold. And when you have a huge snowstorm, you got to dress warmly and everything. So I'm going to tell you all the secrets about how to deal with a Canadian wintertime, which is important. And if you're in Canada and you happen to be in Gravenhurst or Muskoka, poor you, you're probably not going anywhere very fast. You know what I mean? So,
Where
any
it
questions?
these are people from around the world.
Oh,
Where
yeah?
is Muskoka and Gravenhurst?
Yeah, okay. So it's in Ontario, Canada, and it's a couple hours north of Toronto. So, as it stands right now, this is not that far away from Toronto, but at the end of the day, it feels like you're in a completely different world because they don't have a lot of snow down there. If you looked at Darren's videos. By the way, if you like anything you see here, make sure you click and subscribe to Darren Dobson's channels because he's amazing.
They're
And
already subscribed to me because
well, are they?
they all have blue jackets. But
Yeah.
subscribe to the Cow Whisperer. I pinned his channel above. If you guys can support the pin, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to get that thing going. Okay. The nice thing about snow is I don't know if you can see how it sparkles and everything like that. It's really
Mm.
great. And what I'll do is one day, maybe on another live feed, I'll teach you how to do snowman. Right now, this is light snow. And snow makes different noises when you're walking in it. So if I was to walk on it, you hear a crunch. I don't know if you can hear this crunch. Hang on. And you can actually tell the temperature by the crunch of the snow, which is kind of an interesting thing. So if you're up way up north, you'll hear a high squeal when it's really below zero. And right now, I guess it's -4 to -8 degrees. So it's not that cold out here. It gets colder in the a little later on. And you want to know what it feels like? Just stick your hand in the freezer for about, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute, and your hand starts to get cold. That's why you got to wear gloves. And if you're ever coming to Canada, you got to layer your clothing and get protection. Now, I'm going to go a little bit further away from the light. If it gets too dark, let me know. I can show you around. This driveway has been plowed, and it's already got enough snow that it's just in the last little bit, like 10 centimeters of snow. This is what 10 centimeters of snow looks like, almost up to your boot. And then this is what 70 centimeters, and then it'll go up to 150 centimeters. Then you're going up to higher than me, 6 or 7 feet. So I don't know if you can see anything. Darren, can you actually see this stuff?
Yeah, I can see a little bit. It's dark, but I can see. Thank you,
Oh, can you?
Jesse.
Okay. All right.
I was telling Jesse, I just gave him a
Okay.
blue jacket. If you guys can
All right.
support the pin, that'd be awesome. Awesome.
Yay, yay. Okay. Perfect. So as I'm talking about this, we live in a townhouse and this is the parking lot. They'll have to have a couple tractors come through, snowplow coming through to do this. Just trying to get some light out here so you have an idea of what it's like. The trees here, if you're ever in a snowstorm, can you see the tree, guys?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what happens with the snow on pine trees is that the snow gets so thick is that it can actually break the branches. So you don't ever want to be standing underneath a tree in a bad snowstorm or just right after, because you'll hear the trees cracking, and then all of a sudden you might be under a branch and die. Another thing is hydro lines. You got to be careful about those. Uh, and there you are. But it's a lot of fun. Kids love the snow. Okay, adults not so much. This is about a little bit up to my waist here. You can see there's a lake in the distance. I don't think you can see the lake anyhow, because the sky right now is a little light. And if you can't see it, I guess I should try and get a flashlight somewhere. It might be a little bit helpful next time around. So, any questions from anybody?
What temperature does it have to be crunchy?
Well, crunchy starts at about at zero. It's slightly, just a slight little kind of a light sound. If I could just get this down. But when it gets squealy and crunchy, you're looking at about 10, minus 10, minus 12 to 15 degrees Celsius. Minus 20, it starts to get louder. Starts to sound like a styrofoam cup. Minus 40, it's really a lot louder, but a lot crisper. And there's two different types of snow that you're going to get. You're going to get a dry snow, like powder snow that you see where those skiers are going through. Right now we have a lot of powder here, but underneath it is wet snow. So powder is just powder, right? As I put it in my hands, see it just kind of flows. But on the heavy duty snow, the wet kind of snow, and it's very cold. It gets you right to your bones. So the important thing is to always dress in layers. So yeah, minus 40. At minus 40, what happens is that your tires in your car will go flat because the air, cold heat expands, cold contracts. So your tires go flat, and you have to start running the tires a bit in order to get them to go round. So that's minus 40, maybe minus 30 too. Also, you'll notice that a lot of cars in northern Ontario or northern climates will have remote starts. You need a remote start. To be able to remote start your car, you're going to have something warm to move into. The defroster is on, keeps the thing warm. And where your climates are, you might not like seat heaters, but seat heaters save your life because it's awfully cold when you first sit down in your car without a seat heater. Unfortunately, in this car, it doesn't have a seat heater. I think it's from Florida, which is the dumbest thing ever. Okay, you need them up in here.
Well, or but yeah, I agree. But now seat heaters, I've seen them in. Have you ever seen a seat heater in a fabric seated car, or are they always leather?
Uh, both actually, and actually in leather ones you get, and the newer ones you get the coolers in too. So the air conditioning can actually work for your seats, so you can have dual controls. One other thing with your cars, the very front of the car, this one won't have it, but a lot of them will have a little plug that comes out the front or the bottom of the car, and that little plug is for heating up your engine block because it's so cold.
Yeah.
Your car is not going to turn over.
Now, all vehicles don't have the plug, right? But you can
Nope,
get it if you want, right?
you can. And if you have a diesel, you must have a plug in the cold weather. So anything diesel, the diesel turns to gel. You can't get the Go plug starting everything without it. Alrighty? So that's it. For animals, if you look on my site, you'll see what I did for walking my dog. And that is that you have to have boots on the little guys for dog walking because the snow is so cold, it can gather in between their paws. And when it gathers in between their paws, it can cause a lot of pain for them. Like it gets sticks to
Frostbite.
the fur.
They can get
So what we
frostbite
do is
too,
put,
right?
pardon me, sorry.
Dogs can get frostbite.
Who can get frostbite?
The dogs.
Oh yeah, especially around the nose and their eyes and exposed areas. Also the bellies, right? Everything that's close to the ground. So you have to put them a little jacket on them, put some little boots on them, and take them out that way. The other thing too is that when they're doing the snow on the ground, like in the on the roads, they're going to use either gravel, like not gravel. They'll use sand, or a combination of salt and sand, or ice, de-icer things. and that can really bother pets' claws too. So you got to be
Wow.
careful with that.
Wow.
What you
Wow.
also have to look at is that when you're in any climates like this, I know a lot of you have different things where you're paying attention to the weather. You really do have to pay attention to the weather alerts, because the weather alerts might be saying, "Hey, expect a snow squall," and when you get one, you get where the snow doesn't stop. Right now, it's a very light snow that's happening here, so it's kind of slowed down a little bit from before, but
I
it'll
hear.
be constant. You
How
know,
long? How long has it been snowing? Because you
four
had. I
days.
know last time you said you had a meter, which is
Yeah,
over 3 feet. So
yeah.
that's a lot.
So
But
it's 2 meters
2 meters.
in 3 days, and almost 2.5 meters in 4 days now. Okay,
That's
and
not normal, though. That's not normal.
no, this is a once in 100 year type of thing happening here. Normally, we only get like a meter, uh, pretty well for the season on and off, up in the Muskokas area. You know,
Ah.
but if there was a snowflake where Darren is, it'd be lonely. That's what I'm thinking. You know, I I kind of like icicles. I just don't like them falling on me. So these
Oh, that
icicles
could hurt.
are when the water just drops down into a drip, and they can. Well, the ones up there are a good meter anyhow long. Huh.
Do you knock him down with a shovel?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I can reach them. So here, I'll grab one. Try not to grab all the other ones at the same time. There. So here's an
Oh,
icicle. Oh, hold on. I don't know if you can see it.
we
And they're
can see
sharp.
it.
Oh, one thing that a lot of kids do that you don't ever want to do: never stick your tongue on anything frozen, like a frozen bar, fence, or anything like that, because your tongue will stick to it. So some kids have had to have the fire department every year. They have to have somebody try and get the kids unstuck from a fence post because they stuck their tongue on it. So as tempting as this might be, if it's too cold, my tongue would stick to it. This is sharp. I could actually aim at a snowbank and didn't have it stick up or like that. Kind of got right into it.
I think the worst thing is getting your tongue stuck to metal, and then since you can't plug in a hair dryer, you have to get warm water and warm up the tongue and the metal eventually to thaw off your tongue a little
Yeah,
bit.
exactly, to get it off. And no, I didn't do this, but the way it works is that if you try and pull your tongue off, it takes your taste buds off. It takes about a month before you get them growing back. And the problem with that, it's painful. Second problem with that is that everything you eat will taste like cardboard. Okay. I only know that it all tastes like cardboard because one of my sons actually shaved his tongue with a lint shaver when he was a kid.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Yeah, adult supervision was needed.
oh no, that's crazy.
So, part of the tools that we have to take care of the snow is that you have an ice scraper for your car. They have this kind of section here for deeper ice so they can start scraping it, and this
Yeah,
for smoother ice. Oops,
yeah.
this for smoother ice. I have to make sure I'm in the frame here. So that's it. Now, in big places where you have lots of snow and you got to get it off the roof, you need something like this, which is a snow brush. And a snow brush is a long brush like this. And some snow ice scrapers will have a little brush on them too. And what you
Yeah.
do with this is that you just put it on the top of your car like this. And I'll be pushing the snow out and off, because when you're going on the highway, even though it's snowing out a lot, what'll happen is that this snow will be blinding the people behind you. And if you have chunks that fall off your car, you could actually cause an accident and get charged. So here I am just cleaning off the car here. And this is actually only after a couple hours in this snow right now. If I left it, the car would be a good another uh, 10, 15 centimeters under the snow. As I do this, you'll notice that the snow is on the ground, right? So the other tool I use, because my wife's coming home, is a regular shovel. Because you can use plastic snow shovels. One of the best tools to use is a snow scoop, like this.
Ah, yes, that's excellent.
Okay, so all you do with this
Back.
is that you just push it along. I don't know if you can see me doing this. But you see how it just grabs all the snow like that?
Yeah.
And then just slides it on like a sled. So I can just go along and take a whole bunch of it and move it out into the parking lot and get it away from the front of my car, from my side of my car. There we go. That's that. So that's a demonstration of a snow scoop. Uh, the other thing too is that when you have really deep snow, you can use snowshoes. They don't recommend snowshoes for anybody who's got a heart condition because you have to do a lot of lifting and putting your feet down. So my snowshoes are right here. Not all Canadians have snowshoes. Here we
True.
are.
I don't have snowshoes.
There you go. You don't have snowshoes? How do you get around? Oh, you're in
Oh,
trouble. Okay, so that's okay. This is a snowshoe. Okay, you put your foot in there. You have two of them. And what will happen is that as you're going on the snow,
oh, those are
the
cool. Those
snowshoe,
are modern shoes. That's cool.
yeah, it actually lets you go on the top of the snow in theory. But because of the way this snow is, when I'm walking on it, it'll go up to, with my weight, it'll take it up to about my knees. But it does help you when you're in really, really deep snow and wet snow. Any questions?
Uh-huh. How much snow did you get? 2.5 meters, and it's cold. What's the temperature now? I think it's -2.
Okay,
What
you'd have to look at Alexa right now. Could be minus, I'm not sure. Maybe -5, could be -8. It's going to
is
be
the
a
wind?
lot colder tonight, I think.
Explain to
Can
them
you check
what
it out?
wind chill is. Wind chill is
Oh,
what
yeah,
wind,
the wind.
wind chill, because it might be like -2. Then there's a wind. It can feel like -8.
Oh, or a lot more. Yeah, there is quite a wind happening in different places now. So, yeah, there is a warning about the wind chill. I can't look it up right now, but yeah, I mean, it's cold enough that you'd freeze anything you put out here for, you know. And I'm starting to feel there's a difference between gloves that I'm wearing and mittens. Mittens, all your fingers are held together in one little pocket kind of thing, like an oven mitt
Yeah,
kind of idea, but they're smaller. And the problem with, and they have insulation. But with gloves, your fingers are on their own, and the fingertips can get freezing cold.
mm-hmm.
Um, so you have to make sure you have really good gloves. Right now, I have pretty good gloves, but my thumb is getting freezing cold.
Now you can wear gloves with fingers. You can wear gloves like mittens, and
Yeah,
your fingers can keep each other close. I prefer
that's
mittens.
true. Yeah, you can curl up your hand in the glove itself, keep yourself warm. I
Yeah,
think that we'll do another time of how to survive in this kind of stuff. Because
that's
if you're first coming to Canada in the wintertime, then you're going to in for a shock and you're going to need boots. You're going to need to have layers of clothing. And sometimes I've seen people who come in the fall, when it's only like 5 degrees, feeling it's really cold, especially if you're coming from a warm climate, right? You know?
yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. There's another type of transportation that we use, and that is cross country skis and also regular skis. I have cross country skis, but I don't have them here. There's a neighbor's Christmas tree over here. It's quite nice.
Thank you,
I'll give you
Jocelyn.
Harvey.
I,
Oh
I,
yeah.
I
Hello, you.
got you pinned. I keep dropping your link.
Nice. And I really appreciate you guys coming over to my site. You'll see some of the things of me walking the dog in the snow, that type of thing. But there's going to be a lot more to that as time goes on. Darren has been showing me the ropes on these YouTube things, so I'm still new on it. But I got to tell you, he's the man
One
to go
week
to.
old. He's
Pardon
one
me?
week old. 1 week old. But I was
Yeah.
surprised you had one video.
Uh-huh.
You've done. We've had you as a co-host on one video, so we
Mhm.
have to have you talking more about the Cow Whisperer, talking more about Galactic Mountie,
Oh
and
yeah.
introduce you to all my friends.
I'd love to do that. Yeah, we'll do more of the Cow Whisperer, Galactic Mountie, and also some other public service things that could
Public
help
service
out people.
announcements.
Yeah, yeah, like things that are like, okay, if you're in the snow, don't eat yellow snow. I mean, that's a good announcement, right? Because when your dog comes along and pees in the snow, it turns yellow, and the kid will look at it, and go, "Oh, snow cones," type of thing. And yeah, you don't want to eat yellow snow. It's a basic thing. Okay.
That's
Mm.
funny.
So that's about it. I think that it's getting towards 7:05. My wife is going to attempt to come home in this kind of stuff, and I wish you could see it a little bit better. Oh, hold on, I know because I'm not aiming it. But if you can
You can
see
do
it,
you can do
it's
one in the morning or something as well, because one in the morning would be in the evening in the Philippines, so that's
oh
good.
really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
so
sure.
do one in the morning. You just let me know.
Well, if I'm awake, okay, I'd love to come out here at 1 o'clock in the morning. And
No, not 1 o'clock. Like say for example, say your wife goes to work at 9, she leaves at 8. So like
uh-huh,
at 8:30
uh-huh.
a.m. is like 8:30 p.m. there,
Oh,
or
perfect. Well, she
9:30
leaves
p.m.
at usually 5:30 or 6.
Yeah,
So so that'd be good. Okay,
yeah,
we'll do that.
yeah. So you can get some more views there. So it's good because you
Yeah,
get
it'd be great.
some people right now. Right now it's 8 a.m. in the Philippines right now.
Oh, everybody's sleeping or getting up and going to work. Okay,
Exactly. So, but we
or
still got
relaxing.
what'll interesting to see when we end how many views we got because we've been
Yeah, it'd
only
be
live 21 minutes. Not bad.
five
It's
for 21 minutes.
we've
That's
been
good.
live for 21 minutes.
Oh, I've been live for 21 minutes.
Yeah.
Don't know what our views are at this.
Yogi!
Fantastic. Well, this has been a lot of fun, you guys. I'm going to hit the road. No, I'm not. I'm going to go back inside and warm up a little bit. And one of the things in Canada that you do is that you have a glass of hot chocolate. And hot chocolate is like chocolate milk, but it's hot. And you have to be really careful because most of the time when you get it, when you go skating and stuff, it'll burn your tongue to a crisp.
See,
Okay.
and if you do one tomorrow morning,
Uh-huh.
uh, you can have the hot chocolate ready, so you can go outside and you go inside and show them the hot chocolate.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that for sure. Okay. Yeah, I might. Yeah, I could do that. Whatever you think anybody wants to see, and if they see this in a replay or whatever, feel free to ask any questions, and we'd be happy to answer them in the morning.
And they can see uh, they can see more of more in the light, the daytime, what it looks like
Oh,
tomorrow
you
morning.
got to see it in the light. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of dark here, right? It
Yeah.
would be good. I should have had my flashlight here, but this is the first live we've done outside. All right, that's about it, you folks. Thank you so much, Darren, and thanks to everybody for coming.
Thank you,
And
everybody, for coming. I'll see you. Well, we're
no,
just
don't
doing
forget
pop
to
up.
subscribe.
Yep, go
Hit
ahead.
the hit the subscribe. Follow Darren. Come on over to Move. Okay,
Which is
my site and
Galactic Galactic Mountie is pinned
Galactic
above,
Matthew
guys. If you can
and
support it.
the
Do you know
Cowboy.
how many subscribers you had before the live stream?
No, 7 maybe.
Okay, yeah, I think it was 7 too. So we'll
Yeah,
see. Hi, Green Lover. Hi, Janet. If you can support the pin, that'd be great. We're
yeah.
trying to
Please do.
get them up to uh, well, what we do is we do by hundreds. So
Yeah.
our next step is 100 subscribers, which is called grade one. So that's
Mhm.
our goal, to get you at 100, and then we go 200 and 300, and keep bringing.
Excellent.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Chang.
Make sure you tell your friends about it. And hello, Michelle, and hello, who is out there?
Junie, Beatrice, Green
Hello,
Lover,
Judy. Hello,
Yang,
Beatrice.
Christy.
Christy. Hi.
She says, "God bless Sir Galactic." There you
God
go.
bless you too.
I sub Galactic. Thanks, Pete. I'll tell you how many you got now. You have 14. We
14. Yeah,
doubled.
doubled it.
We,
Awesome.
that's
So
pretty
we're
good.
on our way to the first 100. That'll be awesome.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, everyone. See you
Everybody,
later.
thank you very, very much for coming. Support the pin, and we'll
Thank
see you
you.
on the next live stream. Thank you so
Maybe
much.
tomorrow morning. Okay.
Maybe tomorrow morning.
Most likely. Okay, talk to you later. Let's do that. Okay, talk to you
Have a
soon.
good evening.
Yeah, you
Bye,
have a great evening.
everybody.
Bye, everyone. See ya. Okay, now I gotta say goodbye properly. I'm gonna get. Oh yeah. Shh. Moo.